Infinity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. My videos are about love, infinity, energy, creation, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are. This is who we are. Today's video is a special video. It's about the nature of infinity. Okay? Infinity equals sphere, and sphere equals 0. And then obviously infinity, and there's the equation there. Infinity equals sphere, sphere equals 0, and then infinity equals 0 as a result. So today I'm going to talk about the values, concept, qualities, definition, attributes, solid constitution, and physical composition of infinity, the nature of infinity itself, infinity nature, okay, or infinity's nature, either or. Okay, so let's talk about it. So let's go by the textbook definition, and then we're gonna walk through each of the different categories that I mentioned earlier and break them down. So infinity is endless, forever, limitless, boundless, energy, and eternal. Okay, so there's an infinite number of terms to define infinity, because infinity is everything. Love is infinity, so we are love. So then again, this is just the strongest ones that we can think of. So based on this reality that we live in, our perceptions, sensory perceptions, and all that, the physical reality, solid reality. So let's talk about it. Let's start with the values. So let's think about the nature of infinity. So because creation and the creator is nature, right, is what exists, is infinity, is eternity, is existence, creation, reality, all this stuff, energy, spherical energy, anything. So if we think in that way, then let's define the nature of infinity for what it is. So let's break it down. So what is this? What's a physical composition of infinity, the nature of infinity, so we can observe it and make sense of it with our sensory perception? Because we are alive, we're conscious, we're self-aware, right? We're light spherical beings. We know this for sure. So we're alive. We live to love. We love to live. We are alive. The human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. We exist. We're conscious and self-aware. We're sentient. Okay, we're a benevolent species. So let's understand this is our nature. So infinity has to have the same nature, right? Because it's what we understand. We're conscious and self-aware. What's love? What's infinity? Has to be the same as us, because it's duality, right? Decentralized. All these different elements that I have spoken in the past about. All these different things. So let's go one by one. So what's out there in nature that has a physical composition that is endless, forever, limitless, boundless? It has to be in the way of energy, because energy is creation and creation is love, right? Life, all that. And it has to be eternal. Well, a physical composition, a solid constitution, it has to be solid like us, and it needs volume, it needs to be geometric like us. So, and it has to be energy. So then again, it's the sphere, and it's the spherical energy, to be precise, just like the sun. The sun's spherical energy. Our electromagnetic field is spherical energy. The earth's electromagnetic field is spherical energy. And then you have the physical composition, right? The solid constitution of earth, based on density, has its own gravity, has its own electromagnetism, telemetry, electrogravitics, its own properties, right? All the values, all the properties, right? Which I'm going to take down, because we're going to talk about properties as well in this video. Okay, so the properties. Okay, so it's all the properties, right? So then again, the sphere has an endless number of points in it that meet all the requirements. We have spoken about this, so it has to be the sphere, right? And then again, you have pi, the radius of the sphere, right? The circumference of the circle is an infinite prime number, right? Then again, He tells you what happens when you cut through infinity. You get infinite numbers, right? When you try to measure infinity, the radius of infinity, then what do you get? You get pi. You get infinity, right? Then again, I mean, speaking of mathematics, right? So that's a value right there that proves it, right? So then again, solid constitution, right? The sphere itself has to be energy, and the sun is a perfect example. So now we can apply all the physics, all the physical composition that entails the sun and the earth and everything that's spherical in nature and energy, like such as itself. So then again, this is the attributes, right? The definition, the qualities, the concept, the values. So it fits the bill, right? It fits the bill. It fits the bill. So it's endless, forever, limitless, boundless, energy, eternal. And all this is essentially that is spherical energy. And we are the biological scale of it. Light spherical beings, this is who we are. Because of the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, the human heartbeat. Okay, making us sentient. Love is creation, love is life. Eh? So we are a benevolent species. We haven't fully metamorphosized into compass and sundial. Who we are. Okay. So that's it. You see the values. Well, what are the values of the sphere? Well, if you want to talk about the sphere and what the sphere represents, so let's break it down into numerical terms then, because we were talking about pi. So what's the value? What's the numerical figure that accounts for the sphere in a two-dimensional spectrum, right? Dimension, which is, the plane, mathematics, x, y, blah, blah. And then the polarity and all that, what we spoke about it is number 0. So and then you look at you walk 0 through this exercise: values, concepts, qualities, properties, definition, attributes, solid constitution, physical composition, and then again, it's endless, forever, limitless, boundless, energy, eternal, right? This is what 0 is, very much so. It's the center of gravity, it's the epicenter, it's the singularity, mathematically speaking, geometrically speaking, physically speaking, energetically speaking. It's always a singularity. Consciously speaking, and the human heartbeat, biologically speaking, at all scales, astronomically speaking, terrestrially speaking, infinitely speaking. In all regards, 0 is a singularity. Forms even horizon, consciousness itself, love, self-awareness. Okay, it comes out of it because of its polarity, duality again, generating the first spin. And the surface, well, what's this radius say? The radius of this was pi, right? So it's an infinite number of primes, right? And what's that? The prime mover, right? The prime mover, right? They're the tension on the surface of the sphere. And then if you think about it mathematically, then that fills a spherical vacuum threshold, sets of 64 to infinity, infinitely large, infinitely small. So it meets all the criteria for electrogravitics and telemetry. So it's electromagnetic, it's polarized. So fits the bill. So that's it. So then again, the 0, right? And then everything that comes as a result of 0, we have spoken about it at length. Numerically speaking, computationally speaking, algorithmically speaking, energetically speaking, mathematically speaking, conceptually speaking, metaphysically speaking, elements. Philosophically speaking, it doesn't really matter the way you think of 0, then again, it's everything. Equals infinity, because then again, if you want to break it down even further, divide any number by 0, and what do you get? An indefinite result, which is what? Endless, forever, limitless, boundless, eternal, because it's pi, right? It's an infinite number of cannot be measured, unmeasurable, right? Which is another property of infinity. Immeasurable. Unmeasurable. So that's it, right? So you think about it from that point of view. So that's a value right there. And then you understand the equation, what it represents. So then again, the concept is that is the geometry of it is fractals. Take any finite object and again duality, and you can divide it into infinity. So you get infinity out of finite duality immediately, right there from a circle, not even a sphere. So imagine what you get out of a sphere, which is actual reality, right? Three-dimensional reality, us, energy itself. So consciousness, self-awareness, love, us. So out of a two-dimensional plane, which is abstract, right? Mathematics is how we understand it, in basic terms on paper. So we can create ourselves, right, with our minds, computers and stuff. Then it's the zero, it's the same. So the concepts and the qualities are there. So the concept is pretty simple. You take the zero, you get all the sphere, whatever, figures, right? Euclidean mathematics, geometry, platonic solids, doesn't really matter, tetragrammaton, you name it. Divided into infinity, spherical vacuum thresholds, right there. Seed of life, flower of life, it doesn't really matter. You call it whatever you want, tetragrammaton, I don't care. So that's it. That's that. So then again, infinitely large, infinitely small, because of the pulse, right? Infinity itself, it's infinity cycle. Self-reinforcing loop, right? Then again, self-consciousness, boom. Ability to see itself, learn from itself, duality. So that's, energetically speaking, is us, right? Existence itself, infinity, eternity, the sun, the earth, the universe. Infinity itself, infinite number of universes, infinite number of galaxies. So then again, that's a concept right there. Conceptual framework of infinity is that is infinite. So, and the qualities then again, endless, forever, limitless, boundless. In all terms, energy, eternal, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Existence, it doesn't matter. And those are the qualities, and then we see it at zero and leads to 0 point energy and everything else. Everything. So simple, right? The definition I just did, unmeasurable, immeasurable. Those properties, endless, forever, eternal, limitless, boundless energy. It's what it is. Love is the sphere, spherical energy, spherical light beings, who we are, compass, sundials. And then that's the definition, and the attributes, then again, is the result, right? All that comes as a result of that, and that's being, and that prime mover, right? The singularity itself, polarity, blah, 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 electrogravity, telemetry, consciousness, self-awareness, love, you name it, creation itself, right? Life. So that's us, right? That's us and what we've done, the proof that we're here, right? All the attributes that come as a result of us existing and understanding reality the way it is. And then the solid constitution, then again, us will be biological, the earth will be terrestrial, the sun will be astronomical, elements, helium, hydrogen, whatever, photons, electrons, doesn't matter, energy, light, blah, blah, blah. Then again, infinity itself right there. And then again, wormholes, blah, blah, blah. Nodes, singularities, event horizons, vortexes across infinity, the tension of the, space curvature, gravitational force field, you name it, the tension of a sphere, surface space, as we call it. It's that, right? Infinity itself, infinitely large, infinitely small, doesn't matter. As long as it meets the threshold, which is a spherical vacuum. So, happens as a result, and then everything happens, and that's it. So that's at all scales, right? So that's it. That's it. It's very simple. It's very simple. So just wanted to put this video out there because it's important that I make it even more obvious. Okay. So it's there, and all the proofs are already there. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. With infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation. We're light spherical beings. This is who we are. Okay, we're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. Mama Earth. This is who we are. This is who we are. We're the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're infinite eternal creators. We're compasses, we're sundials. We stare at the sun. We open the portal, build the bridge. We're one with everything. We have metamorphosized. We're compass. We're sundials. Love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. We're a benevolent species. Love you all with all my heart, with all my mind.